the House of Windsor. Keepers of a throne, guardians of tradition, symbols of a nation's continuity.
That I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility.
And heirs to a legacy as fragile as the crown itself.
3 cheers for His Majesty the King! Hip hip!
Their story is one of duty, love and heartache.
I, William Arthur Philip Louis.
Take thee, Catherine Elizabeth.
Take thee, Catherine Elizabeth.
To my wedded wife.
To my wedded wife.
On the long walk in Windsor, 2 brothers who have barely spoken a word in the last couple of years.
Meet the key figures of the most famous family in the world and understand what makes them royal, but human all the same.
I actually went bright red when I met you and sort of scuttled off, feeling very shy about meeting you. We have been going out a long time, and it just seemed a natural step for both of us.
Born the eldest sibling of 3, Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born in Berkshire, England, raised by their mother and father, Michael and Carol Middleton.
She is probably a good example of one of the best things that the royal family has done for years.
Both of her parents are from highly different backgrounds. They found love was in the air as they met at Carol's occupation as an air hostess and Michael's job as an international dispatcher. She first became aware of Prince William of Wales whilst studying at the University of St Andrews in Scotland. The pair shared several classes during their studies and soon became friends.
At the university, they shared rooms to start with and then shared a cottage with some friends. And as they said, by their own account, they said that they were friends first and then the romance began.
It wasn't until 2002, after Kate's appearance in an exclusive fashion show fundraiser, that William became more and more intrigued by Miss Middleton.
It seems that the royal family were protecting William. It's about William to start with, but then William and Kate when the relationship began, because they did a lot of their early courting in St Andrews at the Queen's estate in Balmoral, away from prying eyes, lots of privacy, lots of time to develop the relationship.
The romance bloomed. However, the relationship was held closely undercover, mostly due to the prince's extreme distrust of the press.
What you have with William is a guy who has learnt lessons. And there's really nothing any of those grey-suited men from Clarence House could genuinely tell William that he doesn't already know about the press. And he understands the media. He understands that as a royal, you're never going to be elected. But that doesn't mean that public opinion isn't incredibly important.
At all times, they were highly discreet. They were almost never seen together. They were, even with their friends, they didn't allow any gossip to start. People speculated, but there was nothing definite which proved that they were an item. And I think the fact that she was discreet and that she wasn't blabbering on about her love or her regard for Prince William, I think that stood her in good stead.
The couple's official engagement was announced in November 2010 during a vacation to Kenya, where William presented Kate with his mother's engagement ring.
Flying himself into the land his family have worked for generations. Ian Craig's plane touches down in Lewa, the romantic hideaway Prince William chose to make his proposal.
Produce the ring?
Yeah.
There and then? I did, yeah. I'd been carrying it around with me in my rucksack for about 3 weeks before that, and I literally would not let it go. Everywhere I went, I was keeping hold of it because I knew this thing, if it disappeared, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
I think it was very telling that he chose to give Kate Middleton his mother's engagement ring, and he said, I want my mother to be part of this, to be present. Not in a sinister way, of course not the ghost at the feast, but there to enjoy the celebrations and the fun of it all, of a great occasion.
You're obviously going to enter this family. William's mother was this massive, iconic figure, the most famous figure of our age. Is that worrying? Is that intimidating?
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously, she's an inspirational woman to look up to. You know, it's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and, you know, very inspirational. So, yeah, I do.
There's no pressure, though, because there's no pressure, because, like Kate said, you know, it's about carving your own future. No one's going to try and, you know, no one's trying to fill my mother's shoes, and what she did is fantastic. It's about making your own future and your own destiny, and Kate will do a very good job of that.
6 months later, William and Catherine tied the knot at Westminster Abbey in London. All eyes were on the most important wedding since Charles and Diana.
I, William Arthur Philip Louis.
Take thee, Catherine Elizabeth.
Take thee, Catherine Elizabeth.
To my wedded wife.
To my wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Till death us do part.
Till death us do part.
According to God's holy law.
According to God's holy law.
And thereto I give thee my troth.
And thereto I give thee my troth.
This was very much a wedding, their personal wedding. Okay, it was very, very public. Obviously, it was televised and the world was watching, but it was essentially their private wedding, and that's how they kind of treated it. And it was very touching, and Kate looked absolutely stunning.
Balancing motherhood and family life with royal duties can be difficult. However, in July 2013, Kate gave birth to their first child, Prince George. The media camped out in excitement to catch a glimpse of the future king. Kate and William greeted the press and introduced Prince George to the world. In quick succession, Kate gave birth to 2 more children: Princess Charlotte, who is 4th in line to the British throne, and Prince Louis, who is 5th. Her dream family was now complete. In recent years, Kate has taken on more responsibilities as her children have begun to grow. Her efforts in bringing awareness to addiction made an extraordinary impact as she launched the Taking Action on Addiction campaign.
Addiction is not a choice. No one chooses to become an addict, but it can happen to any one of us.
The Princess also made huge movements in launching one of the largest early years research studies in the UK. From supporting William in the Earthshot Prize, to wowing at the No Time to Die James Bond premiere, Kate has made a place for herself within the royal family, built on hard work and commitment.
As William has said, we have heard time and time again in the course of our work how talking can help heal hidden challenges that we can't deal with alone.
it's clear Prince William found something special in Kate. Her considered approach to her work and her hands-on parenting style paints a picture of a new kind of royal. In her continued support of William, she has earned respect and admiration from both the public and the family.
I think the public adore Kate. Where the public adored Diana, they now adore Kate. I think Kate, being from good stock, being English, knowing what the rules are within the royal family, and knowing how to keep it safe, has served her well.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history. Her reign lasted for 70 years, from post-war austerity and the end of empire through the expansion of the Commonwealth. She helped preserve the institution of the monarchy during times of massive social change. At her coronation, the Queen repeated her pledge to serve her people and fulfilled it throughout her reign with a combination of skill and a sense of duty.
After the passing of Elizabeth II, we witnessed the couple take to the streets. Both Kate and William stood as their own individual figureheads, greeting and conversing with the British people to celebrate Her late Majesty's legacy.
Well, this is a desperately sad day for all of us here in this country, but also across the Commonwealth and the world, because the Queen was respected around the world. She had given a lifetime of service, and her devotion to duty was an example and inspiration for us all.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
The new King Charles III proudly announced in a televised speech that his son and daughter-in-law would now carry the titles of the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Today, I am proud to create him Prince of Wales, Tywysog Cymru, the country whose title I've been so greatly privileged to bear during so much of my life and duty. With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales will, I know, continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the centre ground, where vital help can be given.
A role which Kate has since turned into her own as she continues to devote her time to good causes.
Kate has never put a foot wrong. She is now the Princess of Wales. I can't help but think that that title is a poisoned chalice. All Princesses of Wales in the past have had problems, and Kate's the same as everyone else. She has her own problems, her own cross to bear. But she's done the job in an exemplary fashion. She's William's wife first, and William protects her, looks after her, makes sure that she's safe. Kate runs a tight ship. They don't have staff running around after them. They do it themselves. They live in a very small scale life. It's not a grand life at all. That's going to come later on. But for the time being, Kate's doing a great job at being a wife and a mother. And that's all we can expect from her. That's all we should expect from her.
Charles will be the 40th monarch to be crowned at the Abbey, the latest in a lineage reaching back to 1066, but in a service with Charles' own contemporary twists.
It will be a moment that confirms the King's contract with the people, as he is called to serve them, and in the religious part of the ceremony, to serve God.
On the 6th of May 2023, Britain and the world witnessed a significant historic moment as Charles III, the longest-serving heir apparent, was formally crowned king. The Archbishop of Canterbury administered the sacred anointment with holy oil, while dignitaries from both the church and the royal family pledged their allegiance. This coronation, symbolising a new era for the monarchy, held immense importance not only for the nation, but also for Princess Catherine. Alongside her husband, Prince William, the heir to the throne, Catherine played a crucial role in the majestic procession. Adorned in royal robes and wearing pearl earrings once owned by Princess Diana, she radiated grace as she arrived at Westminster Abbey. Throughout the elaborate ceremony, Princess Catherine ensured that her 3 children remained composed, particularly her eldest, Prince George, who had the honour of serving as one of the King's page boys. Following the service, the Wales family joyfully joined the carriage procession, waving proudly to the cheering crowds gathered to celebrate this historic occasion. The Princess of Wales has been a steadfast support for King Charles III throughout his reign so far. However, 2024 has so far proved massively challenging on a personal level for both Princess Catherine and her beloved father-in-law. In January, the Princess of Wales and the King were admitted to the London Clinic Hospital. Doctors treated Charles for an enlarged prostate, whilst Kate underwent major abdominal surgery. For the monarch, the procedure led to a shocking diagnosis.
Buckingham Palace has released a statement revealing the news that Prince Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. Now, they have not specified what particular type of cancer it is. They say it was discovered when he was undergoing treatment for a benign enlarged prostate.
Yes, this news coming as quite a shock to those who, even in the hour since we heard the development, have come to Buckingham Palace. We spoke to one family who said they were so surprised, so shocked, they just wanted to come and show their support, because it was only a week ago, wasn't it, that the King emerged from hospital, and we knew that he was recovering well. That's what we'd heard from Camilla, the Queen, who had been carrying on with her public duties as normal.
As Charles battled with his own health issues, questions surrounding the whereabouts and well-being of Kate began to swirl across social media and the press. On the 29th of January, Kensington Palace shared an update, stating that the princess had been discharged from hospital. A week later, William returned to his public duties for the first time since his wife's surgery, leading an investiture at Windsor Castle on behalf of his father and attending a fundraising gala for London's air ambulance charity in the evening.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you also for the kind messages of support for Catherine and for my father, especially in recent days. It means a great deal to us all.
Prince William continued to attend engagements without Catherine, arriving solo at the BAFTA red carpet on the 18th of February. However, later in February, Prince William missed the service of Thanksgiving for his godfather, King Constantine of Greece, for a personal matter, which immediately sparked a press frenzy. Keen followers of the royal family took to social media to speculate about Catherine's whereabouts, having not seen the princess in public since Christmas Day. Post after post, article after article, presented new conspiracies and rumours on Catherine's disappearance from public life. Kensington Palace continued to shut down the growing chatter. On the 10th of March, Kate marked Mother's Day by sharing a photo on the platform X of herself smiling with her 3 children. The image was the first official photo of the princess in months. The photo of Kate and her kids was picked up by several international news agencies, including the Associated Press, Reuters, Getty Images, and Agence France Presse. Those agencies later retracted the image, saying it may have been edited by the royals prior to its release.
They've misled the public by putting an image out there that was manipulated. It's going to fuel a whole load of speculation and conspiracy about Kate and her health.
I mean, the Princess of Wales is an accomplished photographer. She said she edits photographs. She might have been editing family photographs, you know, all the time for all we know.
The rumours consequently spiralled out of control, and on the 22nd of March, Princess Catherine was forced to address the growing concern. In a video statement to the public, the Princess of Wales appeared sat on a bench in the Windsor grounds. Catherine revealed the devastating news that doctors had diagnosed her with cancer. The princess went on to state, "In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful," Kate said. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I am now in the early stages of that treatment. Describing the impact on William and their 3 children, George and Louis and Charlotte, Kate continued, "This of course came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family." Messages of support from the public began pouring in, and voices across social media and the press called for people to respect the family's privacy at such a difficult time.
All day in Windsor, where on Wednesday the Princess of Wales recorded her personal and powerful video, there was sympathy and support from the public.
I was just so shocked because there's been all that speculation about her, and I've felt really sorry for her because she must have been under pressure to perhaps come out and say something.
It must be horrible. It must be, her parents must be absolutely terrified. I've got a daughter, so I know how I would feel if it was her.
When the news broke yesterday, we broke as well, and that's why we feel sympathy and just came here to see.
Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, said in a statement, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family, and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." Both Prince William and Princess Catherine revealed that they were enormously touched by the well wishes and warmth. And 9 months later, Kensington Palace released a moving film of the princess with the news we had all been hoping for.
You lead the way.
As the summer comes to an end, I cannot tell you what a relief it is to have finally completed my chemotherapy treatment. The last 9 months have been incredibly tough for us as a family. Life as you know it can change in an instant, and we've had to find a way to navigate the stormy waters and road unknown.
The last year has proven difficult for both Catherine and the royal family as a whole. However, with the love of the people, the princess remains a steady constant during an unprecedented time for the modern monarchy. Catherine's commitment to defying the odds has granted her the respect of many, proving herself to the world as she nears ever closer to the position of consort, hand in hand with her beloved. Now in recovery, Princess Catherine will undoubtedly continue to be a beacon of hope and joy for people everywhere.